Happy songs that are actually extremely dark. Back in 2007, two art school musicians from Brooklyn called MGMT were signed to a major label and suddenly asked to create potential hit singles. Up until then, they had been making experimental psychedelic music with no real interest in writing radio-friendly tracks. So, almost as a joke, they decided to intentionally craft songs that sounded like exaggerated pop anthems. One of those songs was Kids. With its bright synth riff and explosive chorus, it felt euphoric. Festivals blasted it, clubs played it, it became one of the defining indie hits of the late 2000s and helped push their debut album Oracular Spectacular into global success. But underneath that glittering synth line was something far darker. See, Kids wasn't written as a celebration of youth, it was written as a warning. The lyrics talk about the loss of innocence, the pressure of adulthood, and the slow realization that the world isn't as magical as it seemed when you were young. Lines like, "Control yourself, take only what you need from it," sound motivational at first, but they're actually about restraint, disillusionment, and the moment childhood fantasy collapses into harsh reality. Even the repeated line, "The water is warm, but it's sending me shivers," hints at something being dangerously wrong beneath something that feels comforting. And then there's the music video. Instead of happy nostalgia, it shows a terrified toddler surrounded by distorted monsters that only he can see, a visual metaphor for how overwhelming and frightening the adult world becomes once innocence fades. The most ironic part, MGMT later admitted they never expected Kids to define their career. They almost resented how this intentionally pop song overshadowed their darker, more experimental work. Yet for over a decade, crowds have screamed the chorus with pure joy, dancing, smiling, reliving their youth, without fully realizing the song is actually about losing it. And just like that, one of the happiest sounding songs of the 2000s turned out to be about growing up and wishing you didn't have to.